Who? Hey, how are you guys doing? Think I've seen you on YouTube, or maybe on the previous Tribal Fusions DVD. I'm here today with a man who needs no introduction. But I'll give it to you anyway because it's really fun to introduce this guy. Here we go. Issam! Come here, buddy. Come on. Woo!
Hey, Zoe! Hey,
Oh, is that me?
how's it going?
Try it again.
Zoe! Yeah.
All right, so this
How's
guy.
it going, nice people?
Yeah,
Hey,
say
how
hi,
are
nice
you?
people.
Hey,
Woo!
nice people. How
He
you
doesn't get out of his
doing?
cage
Good,
very
good.
often, you know what I'm
All
saying? Okay, all right. Okay, so Issam,
Yes.
has he ever got a bag of tricks for you today?
All right, we wanted to create a DVD that shows the interworkings of the drum solo from the entrance through the improvisation to the finale.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a lot of bang for your buck.
Bang. Absolutely. We can do
I'm
it.
very excited. I'm
All right.
really, really excited. And there's
do it.
another reason that I am excited. Issam is going to break each rhythm down, piece by piece. Every last rhythm, right?
Right.
Right, every last one. You're not going to
Absolutely
leave one
right.
out and mess these
No,
people
no,
up.
no, no, no.
Every
No
last
missing,
one.
no missing out.
Okay.
All right.
So, are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Wait. Are you ready?
Guess who?
To get started, let's think about our feet. Make sure that they're pressed into the floor and taking a deep breath in, reach up, trying to pull those shoulders down and the elbows back. Taking your time coming down to the floor and releasing. Bringing it up, thinking about unclicking one vertebrae at a time until you lift the shoulders and inhale. And really, really reach for the sky, pull the elbows back. Strong, make this an active stretch, and again, flat back and release. Hands flat on the floor. We're gonna bring up onto the finger toes, arching the back, looking up, and releasing. Breathing while you do this. One more, please. Fingers up and straightening out the back and releasing back into it. Bending the knees, slowly uncurl. Don't forget about your belt. And bring it up. Inhale and reach up again. This time, pulling from side to side, thinking of extending one arm, pushing that same hip on that side into the floor and going from side to side. And extending one side and reaching with the other arm. And again, one more inhale. Bringing it down into a squat and bounce. Very gentle, keeping the pelvis tucked, chest lifted, and one arm at a time. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. Rolling it up. Elbow, wrist. And shoulder, elbow, wrist. Together. And bringing it down. Don't forget to breathe. Getting those shoulders rounded out all the way through the fingertips. And reach. He doesn't push out. Trying to hold the knee close into the side. Keeping the chest lifted. And same thing, sitting up, other side. We're gonna go all the way across. Hold it here for a moment and point. Flex and point. Wiggle the toes and the nose. See, wiggle the toes. Okay, bring it over to the other side. Up onto the knee, same thing as the other side. Back leg is strong. Arms together. And extend the arms, lifting the chest, thinking up and over as opposed to just back. Keeping the neck long. And then bring the arms down. Same thing this side, bring the knee down. Bringing it onto the inside of the left leg this time, keeping the knee very close to the body. Bring it in, making sure it doesn't shoot out to the side. Take a moment and bring it back up. Lunging to the left through center. Get comfortable that you're pivoting onto, almost like you're wearing a pair of high heel shoes. Make sure the heel comes up very high. And twist. Twist and twist. This is your obliques that you're working. You're keeping the chest still. Chest stays forward, and your obliques are pulling your hips from side to side, and the pivot in your feet, and double. Again, you're using the obliques. This is a twist, and we're keeping the chest still. Make sure to keep the chest lifted. And this time, we're gonna throw a pull into it. The hips go, then the shoulders. Hips and chest with a shoulder roll. Hips twist, shoulder roll, chest twist. Hip twist, shoulder roll. Hip twist and shoulder roll. So the hips coming over, followed by the shoulder. Double time. Hips, shoulder. Hips, shoulder. The shoulder is rolling back and the chest is following. So this is two parts. Hips, then chest. Hips, then chest. And the chest is initiated by a shoulder roll front to back. Okay, so now bringing the arms out approximately to chest height, keeping them still. You're going to imagine as though they're connected to two pillars that can't move. And from here, we're going to work on isolating the shoulders, rolling them up and back. Keeping those hands still, continue the motion. Now, having bend in your elbows is going to help. Avoid this. Don't let the roll flow through the hands. Keep them still. Shoulders roll back, hands stay still. This is very important. Working with isolation, let's go forward and back, and forward and back. The more you can keep your hands still while rolling your shoulders, the more you can do with your shoulders, and the more that you can keep your hands free of your shoulder isolation. One at a time, back and forward. And going into a shimmy. Pelvis is tucked, chest lifted. And from here you can use your obliques, keeping the knees bent and bringing it from side to side. This is not a glute shimmy. This is an oblique shimmy. This is a softer shimmy. And again, keeping the head still. Let's do some wrist rotations and bringing them out to in. And twisting around. Again, from here, we're going to go into a breakdance maneuver. So you're going to isolate the fingertip from the wrist. It's the wrist moving and the finger staying still, floating through from the elbow. And wrist goes up and down. Now, to illustrate this, you want the finger to float straight down in one line, and the wrist will move around it. This creates the illusion that you're drawing a line with your fingertips, but your arm is moving around it. So from here, keeping those fingers still, lifting the wrists up and down. Fingers stay still and down. So not bringing all of the roll through the fingertips. And up and down and down. Up, double time, please. Again, really thinking of the wrists moving up and down. Shake it out and keeping the fingertips still. Shake out the feet. Other side. There you go, don't fall. Okay. So, deep breath in. And slowly bringing the hands down. This time letting the fingers roll with the hands. Getting a nice warm up through the shoulders. And up. Same thing. Wrists coming down. Rolling the hands. And back into this position, pelvis tucked, chest lifted, rolling the fingertips up. This is the breakdance move I was talking about earlier. You're going through. And fingers, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Now from here, we're going to go down to the chest. Lean back, roll down, release, and release. So, leaning forward, lifting, rolling back, rolling through the belly, and releasing gently. So let's do the whole thing together with the fingers. Roll down into the belly, releasing into the lower abs. And tucking, rolling up through the upper abs, lifting the chest, shoulders rolling up to back, elbows opening, wrists and down. Let's do it again. Now, the shoulders will be rolling back both times when you go from down to up and up to down. releasing into the belly. Try to keep this movement smooth and controlled. Avoid locking any of it, and try to feel as though you are moving a constant amount of energy through your body evenly. Let's keep going. Lifting the chest, tucking the pelvis, relaxing the face. This movement is really something that I tend to use in my workshops and on a daily basis because it helps me create fluidity through the body. And lifting, rolling down, gently release. Let's speed it up. And up, shoulders back, elbows out, wrists and hands. Hands, elbows, shoulders, chest roll, down, release. And reverse, chest lift through the arms. And continually checking your posture. Make sure you're not tucking your pelvis too much, but trying to keep it relaxed. The knees are bent at all times. So we're doubling now. Rolling up, shoulders back and through. 1, 2, up, 4. Tuck, chest lift, shoulders back, hands. Okay, so the next thing is balance. Make sure your feet are approximately shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit closer. And lifting the chest, tucking the pelvis, bring the arms out about chest height. And from here, we're going to bring it up onto the ball of the foot and down. Bringing the foot all the way up onto the ball. Don't cheat it. Don't bring it halfway up. Bring it all the way up. And up to down. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to really bend the knees. Head is going to slide left. And you're going to drag the shoulder up and over and slide the chest into place, then drop the hip. Again, sliding the head over to the other side, lifting the shoulder, and dropping the hip. This is a side-to-side slide. Head, chest, and hip, everything separate, thinking of one going at a time. Double time, please. Head, chest, hip. Head, chest, hip. Head, chest, hip. Make sure this doesn't turn into a twist. It goes up and down. Side, side, drop. Now double time. Side, side. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And make it sharper. So now think of it as a lock. Lock, 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 lock. From here, the feet are wider apart, a head circle. Side front, side back. Side front, side back. Now we're going to add them together. Hips, chest, head. You got it. Watch me. You're going to pull in your left hip and tuck your abs, side and back. This is the Ami. Now chest, side. Front, side, and back. Now head, side, front, and side, and back. Some people like to call this the corkscrew. Ami, going into chest circle, and then into a head circle. Let's put it together. Okay, shake it out. And side, front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front, side, back. Again, let's roll it down. Why not? Okay, again, 5, 6, and side, front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front, side, back. Always starting on the left and roll it down. More time, please. Side, front, side, back, and side, front, side, back. And roll it down, releasing into the belly. All right. Let's go into chest rolls. So the most important thing I like to think when I do my rolls is really pushing the chest through and up and then down. Keeping that head still. Think push forward, up, roll down. And now let's make it a little more extreme, scooping and then rolling back. Knees are bent. Bring it forward and then push through the shoulders, lifting up, push it down. Chest goes forward, and now we're going to bring it into just a belly roll. So really focus on just the belly. Chest does follow. Let's go to the floor and bring it up, down. 3, 4, and up. And up. And bringing it back down, really focusing on keeping the chest directly above the hips and getting those heels way up. Use your thighs for that. Deep breath in and exhale, bring it down. Bending the knees, dropping it to the floor. Again, up onto the fingertips, looking up and relax down. Arms up, and exhale.
Before we get started, let me explain to you the 3 notes you will hear from the drum. The first note is the dum, bass sound. The second note is tak, high-pitched tone. The third note
in drama, just by the way that you come on. I recommend not coming on and throwing everything at them in the first 30 seconds, but messing with them a little bit. And in this particular choreography, I've decided to swoop out onto stage, not really do a whole lot, and then boom, we're going to face our backs to the audience. So pretty much, it's going to look like this. You're going to come forward, reach towards the audience, and then swing it and give them your back right away. And the idea here is when you're walking to make sure it's very controlled and more dignified type of walk. Try to avoid bouncing, so don't bounce out. Really take your time. Use your knees so that you're not going to be jogging out there. Use your knees, swing it out, really reaching out onto the right foot, and then boom, you're going to swing it. You're going to swing it, and you're going to show them your back. We're going to start the dance with what is called a samai. It's also called a 10. And the 10 is how many counts are in this particular beat pattern. The beats that we'll be emphasizing, or the ones in this particular type of samai, are the 1, the 4, the 6, the 7, and the 8. This is very important because when you're choreographing, you want to hit the accentuated beats in a drum solo. So by this I mean we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beats. The rest are hollow, empty, and there's a lot of silence there. 2, 3, 4, 5, hold the 5, 6, 7, 8 are shoulder forward, that's the right shoulder, left shoulder forward, and then roll it up. Those are 3. You're going 6, 7, 8. And from here, there's again the 9 and the 10, where you're creating that drama or that suspense. You're really taking your time. We don't want to fill this in. We're floating and really gently floating through. And then, boom, we're going to hit the 1. And how we're hitting the 1 is we're totally lifted up and over as though we're trying to go up and over a barrier or something, like a jumping over something. And from here, that's where the drop's going to happen. And what's happening here is you're pushing the chest in or opening the shoulder blades and dropping it down. This is a chest lock down. Boom. And your chest is going to initiate a recoil or a roll down the belly. So that's what happens next. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, and. So here we're messing with the rhythm a little bit. The first 2, there's 4 samais. The first 2 we just did are very simple. You're only hitting the 1, the 4, 6, 7, and the 8. Now there's a little bit more to mess with. Issam is giving us a little bit more. He's putting variations on a simpler theme, and he's kind of building into a more complex combination. So from here, again, we'll go from the beginning of the 3rd samai. So it's 1, 2, chest is going to go right, left on the 3 and. 3 and then 4. So let's do that again. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to do a little roll up. And you'll hear that. Let's do that again, please. We're going to go twist, angle to left, and now foot comes up, arms go up, up, up. So they're drawing up the body. Let's just do the arms for a second. Right in front, left and back, and then they're going to end up here. Arms twist, and up. Let's do that with the footwork. I'm going to twist around right in front, left arm and back. Arms come up to the shoulders, twisting back to the right, and arms go up. From here, you're going to slide in your left foot, and you're going to lift your chest, getting a really extreme roll back. The arms are going to pull way back. Make sure to tuck the pelvis so you don't hurt the lower back. And we're going to lift up, and we're going to roll down. And from here, last thing we do is we're going to do a flutter with the arms up. Around, arm goes down, and turn. Other arm comes down. So the next thing we're going to do is a lock section. Slides, which I've referred to before kind of as a sneaky slide because it's from side to side. First thing is the head. Head slides to the left, boom. Chest lifts up and then locks into the side, boom. And now your hip is going to lift up. So what happens here is the hip is going to go down, and then you're going to do a little shimmy. And again, this is going to make more sense when we are working with Issam for the counts. For now, let's just get the moves. So let's go from the beginning of that. You're going to go, arm comes down, leg crosses, turning on the one. So I'll count you in 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Arm comes down, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to do a little figure 8 of the right hip going down to up with a shimmy. If you want to add it, you don't have to. And that is the end of this section.
The fourth section of the drum solo will be the very famous malfouf. It's 2 count per measure. I pronounce it dummity tackety tack, dummity tackety tack, dummity tackety tack, dummity tackety tack. Let me show you.
Step, same thing, only this time after you step right, you're gonna do, guess what? Another crossover turn. And you're gonna go over the left shoulder, meaning you're going to the left. And then from here, you're all ready to go the other way. But first, your feet are together, weight is evenly distributed, and you're going to do a hip lock down, starting with the right. The shoulders are going to follow. You're going to go down, down, down. And that's where we're accentuating the end. We're going boom, boom, boom. And you'll hear that when we're with Issam. Next thing, same thing, totally opposite traveling step. You're going to step with the left. Left, step. Left, step, and now this time crossing over the right shoulder, stepping with the right, boom. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to step back with the right foot, do a ball change. For those of you who did jazz, it should be easy. For those of you who didn't, that means you're going on the ball of the foot, and you're stepping on the flat of the left. So again, you're going to go ball change. Now this is where we're going to do a little swoop, and that's the whole kind of personality behind this move. You're going ball change up. The idea here that I like in this too, the feeling I get is kind of like you're Godzilla and there's all these buildings and you're kind of hovering above like a creepy monster about to kill everybody. So that's the idea. And I really do feel this when I'm performing. So your chest is lifted, you're leaning way over, the pelvis is tucked, and you've got this kind of almost as though you're about to tip over, but you're not going to. So you're going to use that energy to throw yourself into the next section. So let's do this again. This is the entire section, only we're going to add a chest circle, and we're going to go through it. So from the beginning, stepping on the right. This time, you're going to layer, if you would like. If not, don't worry about the chest circle. A chest circle going left, front, right, back. Left, front, seven, stepping, right chest circle, and turn around, down, 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 chest circle, and from here, you're going to do the chest circle to the left, but step with the left foot. Ha, same way. Chest goes the same direction as the foot. Circle around, the chest is kind of pivoting you around, ball change up. And again, that kind of menacing, leaning forward, sinister, kind of getting ready to pounce on something. And that is the end of the Malfouf section.
Section 5 of the drum solo will be the transition between...
Where we're kind of leaning forward. So the next thing that we're going to do here, and again, the feet, one being the left foot, is a little bit in front of the right. Feet are together though, so it almost looks like you're teetering over. We're going to go chest circle, left, front, and here, if anyone remembers the little bird on the thing where it was able to balance itself even though its wings were behind it, this is the idea here. You're pulling the arms behind as you're doing the chest circle, but it's going to kind of look like it's almost improbable, so that's the idea. So the chest goes side, front, side, and that's going to be 2 counts. It's going to go 1, 2. Next thing, we're going to do a drop. Arms stay up. So you're going to drop, and the arms are going to imagine as though they're stuck in one spot. They're going to hold, and then they're going to come up. So again, let's do that. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it goes the same spot. Using your feet, your hips, and your whole body, you're going to rotate your entire body sharply over to the left. So you're going 7 and 8, and we're going to look to the left too. Again, 7, 8. The goal is to keep the arms still, move the rest of the body. Let's do that again through, and 1. Roll back 2, hips, 3, around 4, turn 5, 6, open 7, and switch, boom, 8. So this is part B of the variation section we were just working on. This part is much slower, and this part of the choreography is, I feel, very much filled with power and suspense, and it's really important to milk the beats and to really be very mellow on the hits, the parts between the beats. So we're going to talk about dynamics. So really, boom, very solid, and then sinking through and really taking your time. So this is the part of the choreography that I think that it comes through the most. So we went 7, and we're looking over, boom, 8. Now what you're going to do, theoretically you're still looking that way, but I'm going to look at you, is you're going to tighten and release the arms and then push them down. And that's a hit. You're going boom, and then you're going to release the arms down. That's 1. So 1. Now you're going and 2. And now here's the tricky part. You're going to float the arms down, but the belly roll is going to keep rolling up, is going to start rolling up as the arms continue. So you don't go boom, arms, and then roll up, make everything milk together. So you're going boom, and lock, and lock. So again, but we're going to turn these into hits. So you've just gone 7, 8, and 1, and 2. Difference here, before it was a lock, now we're doing a hit. So you're going up, down. So it's like a pop or a lock. You're going and 2. Now you're going to hit it, pull back very quickly, and you're going to continue the movement. We're going to call the belly roll down a recoil, or instantaneous movement happening after the hit. So up, down, roll, and down, up. So you're doing a pelvic drop and lift as a hit, down, up, and then rolling up through the body, lifting into the head. And we'll go from the beginning of that. 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now it goes dot, dot, and we're going to bring the head over, and boom. head slide to the left, head slide, chest slide, kick, and then wrap around the body. You're going to take the left foot, wrap it around, right arm in front, left arm in back, and down. And you're going to look up on the 7, because the 8 is going to go right into the improvisation, which you'll hear when me and Issam are working together. Let's do that again. Last time with the explanation. And 7, 8, hit 1, and hit, and hit. And lift, da-da, boom, and boom, boom, and down, look. Now notice we ended on the 7 because the 8, we're going to kick out and start shimmying, and you'll see that when we put the pieces together. And that's the end of that section.
Section 7 in drum solo will be the very famous Saidi. Saidi is 4 count per measure, which is dum tak, dum dum tak, dum tak, dum dum tak, or dum tak taka dum dum taka tak taka dum tak taka dum dum taka tak taka. Let me show you how. And also in section 7, I include 6/8 through Saidi. So that will be dum tak taka dum dum taka tak taka dum tak taka dum dum taka tak taka dum ta 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 tak ta 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 dum ta 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 tak ta 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 dum tak taka dum dum taka tak taka. Let me show you how.
Section 7 is called left. Step, bring that other hip up, the right hip, arms go out, and down, up. Let's do that one more time. Da 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 da, 1, and drop, up, arms cross, switch feet, step on the left, bring up the right, down, up. You're all ready to do with the feet. I'm going to scooch back so you can see it. We're going to go right, left, right. And we're going to do a shimmy, an over shimmy with a twist. We're going to add that. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 counts. So the next thing, your weight should be on your left foot. You're going to take your right foot back, and you're going to step right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is section 2 of Saidi. We just finished with the Falahi spins, 2 counts of 6, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. And so we're finishing the spin, and we're going to come forward. I'm going to step back so I stay in the camera, but we're going to come forward. So same thing as we did before, so I'm not going to really explain it. We're going to go over shimmy on the down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're going to step back. Arms are going to come in, up the body and out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to come forward again. This is traveling, and you're going to go with a shimmy. You're going to do a hip drop on the right, down, and now left, down, down, and then left, right, left. So it's going to be right, left, right, switch, down, down, down. Again, right, left, right, left, right, left. And now your weight should all...
And now, finale.
So this is the end. All I can really say about the end is that generally people are left with the beginning and the end. They really keep that in your mind. So don't screw this one up, okay? So it's easy. It's 1 count 8. You're gonna go with a slide, hip slide, boom, boom. You're gonna add a shimmy. You're gonna do 4 starting on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll hear the nuances of the counts when we do this with Issam. Next thing, you're going to do a hip drop on the right, and you do 4 of them, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the next thing, there's a brief hold. You'll hear that. The arms scoop in, and they're going to roll up. You're going to follow it with a belly roll up. Down, 2, up. And I tend to pop the left leg to create kind of an hourglassy figure in the legs. One more time. And over right, left, right, left, and right, left, shimmy, roll up.